Hello, 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 everybody. Here's Ray Water Dragon Extraordinaire. I got you again with another Genshin Impact live stream. And today, it's finally almost that time. Tonight is the patch where 2.8 will finally be coming out. Tonight. Let me see, what is that? 9 hours from now, or 8 hours and 45 minutes, give or take, from now. The 2.8 maintenance will officially start. And they expect the maintenance to take about 5 hours more or less, so it should end around 4 in the morning Pacific Standard Time. However, the long waits finally come to an end. Just one more day. One more day is all we have to wait before Kazuha's finally ours. We've waited so long. We've been so patient, more patient than we ever really should have been, in my opinion, for any one character. But that's fine. Our patience will finally be rewarded. As Kazuha, I hope all Kazuha wanters become Kazuha havers for sure. Oh, I have high hopes for everybody that's trying to pull for him. What is this? There's an invisible something there. Yeah, I hope all Kazuha wanters become Kazuha havers for sure. I'm guaranteed Kazuha. However, whether luck is on my side and I can get him to C2 with the Primo Gems that I have that's what I'm really hoping for. I want Kazuha C2. So to briefly run over all the stuff needed for Kazuha and my preparations for him that I've ensued for over the past month. We'll start off with the Hero's Wits. He needs about 400, or you know what, let me just show you the Genshin Center planner that I've been using. Okay, let's see this here. Okay, so on this planner here, you can see he needs 419 Hero's Wits, which we have. He needs 7.1 million Mora, which we have 10 million. So plenty of these gold coins, I've already crafted them. 168 Sea Ganodermas, which we have. We have, right? Sea Ganoderma? Where would that be here? Where is Sea Ganoderma? Yeah, we have enough Sea Ganodermas. Let's see. We need the crystals, 996 and 46 Makokenki. Oh, we have those. Dear travelers, Genshin Impact servers will be down for maintenance in about 40 minutes. 40 minutes?! Why is it 40 minutes? Do I have the time wrong? I thought that was going down for maintenance in 9 hours. Oh no, we gotta do this quickly. Oh, we don't have time to dilly-dally. 699. I have 114 of these books, 67 and 9 of these, which you can plainly see here. I need 63, 9, 114. I have the Gilded Scales, 18 of them. Wait, do I have 18 Gilded Scales? Oh, I need to make 2 more Gilded Scales. I was originally only planning to double crown him, so this caught me by surprise a little bit. Oh, I can't believe we're going down for maintenance of 40 minutes. This is insane. I wasn't prepared for this. 18 Gilded Scales. But I can make more, right? Gilded Scales? Let me turn this off. We gotta go do that. We'll quickly go make the Gilded Scales. We'll quickly do our spend our resin and do our commissions, and then we'll mostly talk about what else is going to happen considering the maintenance. That's evidently coming out a little bit sooner than I was realistically expecting. Okay, so let's take a look. Where can I... So I need Gilded Scales, correct? And I need 2 of them. I don't know who I need either of these for, so I'll just make 2 Gilded Scales out of this. It shouldn't really matter that deeply. I could have also just fought Ajdaha and see like what I might have needed, but I'm like low-key kind of waiting until the next battle pass comes out. Okay, well now I officially have all the stuff needed to make Kazuha triple crowned, level 90. I have, let's quickly run over his equipment as well. Iron Sting, I'm using Keqing as a holder for now because her Ascension stats electro damage, I believe, or crit. Yeah, it's if it's not electro damage, then it's crit. Yeah, I think it's crit damage is her Ascension stat. I forget. Whatever the hell her Ascension... Yeah, it's crit damage. So you could just ignore the crit damage when looking at her because we're mostly interested in the Elemental Mastery and Energy Recharge. So Iron Sting is what I'm planning to go with. I already have it 90 here. These are the artifacts I have planned. I'll start with the quick showcase. I prioritized Elemental Mastery and Energy Recharge as substats. As you can see, I do have quite a few of that. Not so much on this one, but I make up for it on these. Plenty of Energy Recharge with tons of Elemental Mastery. This ultimately results in... So Kazuha's Ascension stat is Elemental Mastery, and from what I recall, he has 115 Elemental Mastery gained as a base level from Ascension at level 90. So his Elemental Mastery would be at 935, at least mine would, but the equipment that I have. And like I said, I'm planning to get him to C2 and triple crowned. Even though you do not, I want to insist to this to all Kazuha wanters out there, that if you're going to roll for Kazuha, keep heavy consideration. You do not need constellations on him. He's perfect at C0. You do not need to level his talents past maybe like 6. Because, well, if you're planning to build him only for Elemental Mastery, you do not need to invest that much into him. He's actually a really cheap unit to build. I'm doing it because I adore him. That's the only reason. Okay, now that we've quickly ran through all my Kazuha materials and plans, I am going to still unfortunately spend today doing resin on EXP books, because we're going to need quite a bit of that for a little while. So let's go ahead and run that. Like I said, as you saw in the planner, I plan to, after building Kazuha, I need to level up this Stringless all the way to 90 from level 1 that my Fischl has. And then actually finish off Fischl, because she's only at 80 instead of 90. So I want to get her to 90 and then work on her talents, because her talents are at 3-2 right now on skill and burst respectively. So I want to get that up to 9 and 6. I don't know if I really need to take Fischl's burst that much higher. I'm considering it, but I'm ultimately unaware. Let's see here. I think this was the wrong play. I think I'm supposed to be using Xiao's burst to deal with this guy, but he'll go down in any case. Yep, so again, we're just... Since we're gonna need tons of Mora and EXP books, no matter what, if I'm gonna plan on working on So I don't know if you saw from the Ascension Planner, but in total, I'm going to need about this much, 600 Heroes Wits, if I want to level up Fischl and Kazuha to 90 from where they are. But Kazuha is going to be obviously starting at level 1, and my Fischl is currently at level 80. So I am going to need a fair bit of EXP books to accommodate that. It's going to consume all the EXP books that I have as of today. Which is a tiny bit of a problem, because I do want to work on Beidou after. After leveling Fischl. Because there is part of me that, for one, I've always kind of liked Beidou. always kind of thought to myself that I shouldn't build her because I don't have her C6. Which might be a bad, like, philosophy to run it under, but... You know, we learned the difference now. You know, I had my oopsies. I do think he's probably fine to just run at... Or she's probably fine to just run at whatever constellation I have her at. I'm pretty sure I have her at, like, C3 or C4. Which is kind of insane, because, you know, I'm a 2-year player. So to have so little Beidou constellations is a fair bit surprising to me. However, she's never on banners that I'm rolling for. Which, you know, what can I really do to account for that? I want to see 6 Beidou. I forgot who her Japanese voice actress is, but her Japanese voice actress is one of my favorites. There's this line that she says that always gets me going, if you know what I mean. Let me see if I can show you real quick. Let me see, language, voiceover, Japanese, and now character, Beidou, profile, voiceover, for her burst. Let me see. Yeah. Oh, that one. That's the one, baby. Oh, that voice line, I think is top tier. Oh, wait a moment. I still have my fucking settings on my software. Oh no, I'm so trash, bro. I had my settings on this whole time. Holy. I'm just too flustered, man. I got so sidetracked by seeing that maintenance message. I'm a wreck. I'm a wreck. Oh, jeez. Well, just pretend nobody saw that, okay? There was nothing there. Nobody's concerned. I'm a totally fine streamer that doesn't have any problems today, okay? Everything's fine. Everything's as it should be. There's something like that. Worry not. I can't believe I did that. Oh my goodness. I've never done that before. No, I'm so flustered by that. Oh, I don't know if I can forgive it. It's such a simple mistake. It requires 2 buttons for me to push and I forgot. Oh no. Well, you make mistakes, you move on. All I can say is that mistake was founded on nothing but excitement. Okay? That's purposely, I mean, obviously I didn't do that purposely, but the foundation of the mistake came from this very maintenance notice that's happening above us. In about 30 minutes. Oh, we're running out of time. We're running out of time. I'm not even done with my resin yet. This is one of those times where maybe I should have actually crafted fragile resin. I don't know, I don't know. So many mistakes. I still can't believe it. Yeah, you know, like I said, I forgive myself. I hope you forgive me too. We move on. We'll move on. I won't talk about it anymore. So, I'm so excited! So if the maintenance is actually going down earlier than we thought, then there's some chance that 2.8 might be live by in about 5.5 hours. If that's the case, oh, I don't know. You'll have to follow me on Twitter to figure out if I'm gonna... If the maintenance goes live early enough tonight, I'll stream. I'll stream again. Even though I normally don't stream that late, for this, I can make an exception. This is like a very, very special occasion. Okay, let's continue. continue doing this. Oh, I'm so excited. I was already really excited, almost uncontainably excited from realizing that Kazuha's coming out tomorrow, potentially tonight, who knows? With the way things are going, with the fact that maintenance is already going to be happening, I'm a little flabbergasted, to be honest. I'm quite stricken by this news. This really accelerates things in all the best ways, it seems. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, I can't. I've been waiting. We've been waiting a year for this. A year for Kazuha to finally catch a rerun. Oh, I can't believe maintenance is already going to be happening. I was totally expecting to. There was even some possibility. I was thinking of streaming like all the way until, well, maybe not all the way until maintenance, but at least a longer stream. I was preparing to stream an extended amount of time today, but I don't know. Maybe we'll just, this will be a waiting room type of day. I'm just not sure how to handle this information. This is good news. This is good news. I'm all about this news. Oh yeah. So let's see about how many books we ended up with. About 635, 634. This is enough, like I said, for Kazuha official, which is good. Let's speedrun the commissions, because evidently we are running dearly out of time. We are running so close to out of time. Which is a shame for me. It means I'm going to have to do a smaller stream today. Unless there was like something else we want to do. I don't know. It's not like we can keep playing Genshin though. As much as I would want to, and I do want to, God knows I love playing Genshin Impact every day. How could it be that I got the time so astronomically wrong? I was convinced that the time was set to be at 9 o'clock or at 11 o'clock PST tonight. I'm fine with being wrong, but boy was I so fucking wrong, dude. Holy, it's a good type of wrong. It's good because it means, well, I mean, it's kind of a little like daunting because it kind of like messes with my plans a significant amount. Obviously, I was planning to stream a certain amount today with like heavy expectations that I'll be able to stream tomorrow and just like really figure everything out. But if Kazuha comes out tonight, that changes everything. If it's early enough, there's absolutely no reason I can't stream it. But I kind of like also had a plan for tomorrow's stream, which I'm a little, that's what I'm like mostly kind of concerned about, was the fact that I did have these like plans already set in stone. Well, I guess they're not set in stone. Of course, I'm a flexible streamer. I just can't believe it. This threw me for a whole world. Unless if this maintenance is just random maintenance and not even like the upgrade. I kind of doubt it, but I don't see any reason why it wouldn't be what the patch. Oh man, I'm so bewildered. I wasn't expecting to see that maintenance notice. That's what I get for not following along too closely, I guess. And then, because I don't follow along too closely, I forgot, and this is where I realized I'm still kind of a bad streamer. But I ended up seeing, did you guys see that Fatui trailer that they released? Oh my goodness, I really wish that I was already live when I watched it. If you haven't seen it, we will watch it shortly together. I suppose as a way to celebrate. We'll go over some of the stuff that Genshin Impact has been releasing. And this is Genshin Impact officially releasing it on their Twitter and YouTube and such. So it's, you know, this is leak-free. Or I guess at the very least you might consider it official leaks. Okay, let's let them talk it out. Oh my goodness. I can't believe the patch is coming, bro. We've been waiting so long. Bro, imagine if they just said psych right now. Imagine they just said, JK brother, Kazuha's not coming. Oh, I would probably lose the team. I don't know if I would be able to recover from that mentally. If they told me psych, big JK right now, ooh, I would not be okay. That would shake my mental stability to my very core. Okay, let's turn these in. Like I said before, making sure to prioritize collecting all my Moras. I used to not invest in the Mora on the map, on the character expeditions like this. I used to mostly get the food, to be honest. But now, I need the Mora. I'm broke. Hopefully the next Battle Pass comes soon. I need the money from the Battle Pass. Okay, let's see. How am I going to do this? So let's see. We do still have about 20 minutes. I suppose we can farm Ruin Guards for now, just for funsies. We'll farm Ruin Guards because in an effort to try to make the stream, like, not so short, we'll farm Ruin Guards, and then we're gonna just play Genshin Impact until it kicks us out in 22 minutes. That's, I think, the best way to handle this with the sudden news presented before us. Oh, I'm not even pushing the right button, like, at all. I forgot how good the Japanese voice actor... I mean, I always knew how good the Japanese voice acting was. I do enjoy it quite a bit, especially for certain characters, like I was mentioning earlier. It's really... That one Beto voice line really, I think, is like one of the most awesome voice lines I've heard in all of Genshin Impact. And so that's why I would, of course, like to level up my Beto next. I think Beto's an awesome unit. And everybody else, this is not like some underground take or anything. Everybody always knew Beto was an awesome unit. I'm just the one who's barely catching on. I mean, even then, I knew she was awesome before too. I just thought I would want to use her in her maximized form at C6, and I just don't have her there. And her being at C6 is a little bit important because that makes her Q shred electro damage as far as I remember. Or electro resistance, which is kind of a big deal about her. It's kind of a really big deal, to be honest. Oh, there's the 25-minute warning, or the 20-minute warning. We're running out of time. We gotta work quickly. We've used all the resin that we needed to. We're thoroughly collected on all the Kazuha stuff. We're totally ready for his rerun to hit. Everything's fine. Everything's according to plan. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I'm far too excited. You can't even believe it. God, Raiden Shogun's so strong. Oh, I can't wait for Kazuha. I'm so excited. You really can't know how excited I am. It's a shame. It's a shame how excited I am. I've been losing sleep over how excited I am. Could you believe that? For like the past 2 weeks, or at least week and a half, I'll say, I wake up so early. I'll only get like 3 hours of sleep total, and I'll wake up and just think, oh my goodness, I can't wait for Kazuha. Like, I'll just imagine having him, I'll imagine having good luck, I'll imagine having a fun time pulling him with you guys, and all these thoughts just come rushing and they flood me and I just get filled with excited and my heart beats a little faster. And oh my goodness, here the long wait's almost paid off. We're almost there. We're finally almost there. Oh, I can't wait. I know I keep saying it, but it's because it's the god honest truth. I cannot wait for Kazuha anymore. My heart's racing right now. I'm absolutely pumped. I can't believe that. Hey, I know it sounds so stupid almost that I was caught this unaware by the maintenance timer, but to be honest, I went to this, I don't remember what the website called, like Time and Date or something like that, and I put in 6 AM UTC plus 8 as the Genshin Impact patch notes suggest, and it told me it would happen at 11 PM Pacific Standard Time, which is my local time. So I was inclined to believe that was gonna be the case. So, you know, that's why I'm a bit surprised to see that they're suggesting that the patch is gonna happen in 20 minutes. Okay, Raiden Shogun unfortunately is not able to one-shot this guy. There's a potential I messed up my combo a bit, but I don't know. She gets a big attack boost from Kokomi, and I was using Venti to swirl Electro to reduce the Electro resistance on that thing. Oh, I know I can't do the charge attack cancels on this guy because I don't have stamina. He should still go down before the ult ends. Just barely, just barely. Raiden Shogun is such an awesome character that I do wish that I was a little more financially stable. I mean, like, I'm like okay financially, but I wish I had the financial excess, I'll say, to be able to afford to roll for Weapon Banner. Because my account's pretty awesome. I do think eventually I should start worrying about Weapon Banners. As of right now, I can't. It's more of my priority to ensure that I have as many characters as possible, because as a small-time content creator, I'll be honest with you, having characters is more important to me because that allows me to farm content. I'm able to do a little bit more content than would previously be available. Like, if I only have a small amount of characters, then there's less things for me to do, right? There's general farming I can do, like such that I'm doing right now. But even this starts becoming, like, too repetitive of content. Like, it's okay for me to do it the way that I'm doing it, because we only ingest it in small amounts, like an hour or two at a time. Which, like I said, I think that's acceptable. Most people wouldn't be too burdened by that amount of, like, overworld farming. I have the time to do so, it's not really that big of a deal. However, if I'm doing, like, 6-hour grinding sessions of just the same materials over and over again, I feel it's to my personal preference, or at least my personal understanding, that people would get bored of it. I'm saying that purely because I would get bored of watching it. So if I only want to release content that I would enjoy watching. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think you would enjoy watching though. I'm not even gonna hold you there. I do not think you would enjoy watching me farm mats all day. Let's continue on. Oh, I can't wait for Kazuha. He's coming. He's coming, boys. We just need to hold on. We're so close. I know I keep saying it, but what else could I say? We wait. Don't we have the right to just have this hype circle around Kazuha? We've waited a damn year for him. We've waited a whole year for his release. Is that not fair? Is that too much to ask? I can't wait. Oh, I hope luck goes in everybody's favor. But particularly my luck. I'm gonna need a lot of it. I hope you guys will send me your energies as well. I'm gonna need a lot of luck. Because I'm gonna try to get him to C2, like I mentioned previously. To do that will be no easy feat. Because I probably didn't need to summon the jellyfish. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna need a lot of luck on Kazuha. I hope things work out. There's always the possibility that I just randomly pull like 3 Kazuhas in a row, and then I'll be done. Chances are low, but never zero, right? All I know is I have terrible luck in general when I pull for characters, and I usually go somewhere between 80 to 90 rolls. I'm just hoping that this is not the case. I'm hoping I could get Kazuhas fairly early on. I hope you all can get Kazuhas early on. I pray you don't lose 50-50s. But I also am slightly hoping for the same for myself. I hope that's fair. I hope nobody here loses any 50-50s. And pulls Kazuha really early. That would make all of us fairly happy, I think. Okay, well, I need to be semi-quick about this because we only have about 12 minutes before Genshin kicks me out. I can't believe it. I can't believe it! And then, I don't know if Genshin Impact still does their old tradition of giving us Primo Gems for doing maintenance, but that's another like nice little source of Primo Gems that we probably have. Before we log off, we will tally up how much is the total amount of Primo Gems we ended up collecting before Kazuha's re-release. I think it's a pretty decent amount. I can't see a damn thing. Am I hitting him? Oh, he's gone. Okay, we got him. Okay, quickly to the island. I think this is more or less the last thing we can do before going over. Or actually, we might not even be able to do this. We'll see. I can't fight that Siren Mage. I don't have the time. What did I say that I wanted to go over right now? Oh, yeah, our total Primo Gem count. Ooh, I might not have time to go over it if they're gonna kick us out soon. Ooh, there's the 10-minute warning. Oh, I'm planning, Genshin, I'm planning. Don't you worry about that. Let's get up all these ruin guards. They'll all simultaneously try to shoot me. Get them nice and clumped up. Let's just blast through them. Maybe not the best time to Kokomi. Actually, we defeated that pretty fast. I was expecting that to take a slight bit longer. Okay. Okay, let's go get ready. Okay, we're gonna pull for him. Nope, not an economy. We're gonna pull for him. Well, let's start here. We're gonna need to get the fortune when it's time to pull for him. So let's just get ready here. I don't know where's the best place to pull for Kokomi. I mean, for Kazuha, but actually, maybe I should do it. Oh, does anybody know where his friend's grave is? I forgot where the friend's grave is. Oh my goodness. I'll have to look that up for when it's actually time to pull for him. But let's go over how much premium gems we've managed to save up as of right now. Okay. So we have 183. Let's pull out the calculator to start. 183 plus 5, as you saw. I don't have enough star dust right now to buy these, but that's plus 5. And then we have plus 16. I can't show you right now because the banners are gone, but I do have 19 pity in the character banner already, so we'll count that as plus 19. We have 10 rolls here, so that's plus 10. And that equates to about 233 pulls. Assuming that I don't go to 90 each time and lose a 50-50 each time, that is technically enough to get C2 Kazuha if I'm lucky. Of course, if I'm not lucky, these may be an option. I will hope that we don't get pushed to that level. But if we do, then we do, right? It's just, that is what it is. Okay, let's... I can't really think of anything else to... I guess let's go over stuff we've worked on in the recent past to kind of sum up what we've done while waiting for Kazuha. So obviously Yelan came out and she kind of ate into my savings a little bit. I pulled her pretty quickly, to be honest, and I didn't lose the 50-50. So it wasn't that big of an issue, and I think she was fairly worth it. She's been a huge benefit to my account. I do love using her. So, of course, we had to level her up, level her weapon up, her artifacts. And I farmed a lot for, the artifacts that she had. I caught up Sucrose, who previously I did not have 2 leveled. And she's still not done leveled, but I caught her up, got her maxed out artifacts. Which are kind of, they're not to the quality that my Kazuha's is. It's just unfortunate. I leveled up her Sacrificial Fragments. And her talents are moderately okay. I leveled up the Traveler, which is funny because I didn't know that she required her own unique material that I already had. But nevertheless, I still ate up a whole bunch of Mora. I caught up Mona, who I previously had at 70 with no weapon. She just had a level 20 Thrilling Tales and something like that. So I instead gave her Widsith with the Emblem of Severed Fate. with a pretty okay crit ratio, to be honest. I kind of fixed my Huta's artifacts a little bit. I was previously using an EM piece here, I think, but the Genshin Optimizer suggested that this piece would do more damage. And it does feel like it does. And I think I was using an attack piece here, to be honest, which is kind of weird. Oh, the 5-minute marker. I caught up Xingqiu, who was previously 70, with a level 70 Sack Sword. With, he had 2-piece Hydra, 2-piece Noblesse Oblige, and I got him these artifacts. He's C6. I raised his talents from level 6 to... Or this one's still level 5, but this one's level 8 now. I can't really afford to level it much more right now. I don't have the Mora. He does a fair bit more damage. His ratio is kind of okay, considering I was still prioritizing his energy recharge. Let's see. We kind of fixed up Diona. I didn't really have her on any HP pieces before, and now I do. For some reason, I had her on healing bonus and energy recharge, and I realized that's totally unnecessary with her. We ended up pulling Keqing C3, which was kind of a shame. I would have preferred Mona Constellations, but it's okay. Those things happen. Like I said, next, after Fischl... Down for maintenance in about 4 minutes. Yes, I get it. We are planning to work on Fischl and then Beidou. To put things promptly, I do have artifact set that I'm already kind of happy with Fischl. I ran calculations and figured out that 2-piece on 2 different attack bonus sets are actually pretty okay, considering I don't want to farm Thundering Fury. As you can see, her artifacts are not all the way leveled up. Well, it's basically just like these three. I just need to finish leveling them. But otherwise, she has a pretty good ratio, considering she's wearing Stringless. And like I said, I want to catch her talents up to... I want this to be 12 and this to be 9. I'll eventually make this 12, but I don't have the funds right now. I think having this her E at 12 is good enough for now. And then I want to catch up Beto. And I wanted to use Favonius. I don't know if that's fine. I'll probably look it up and see if it's okay, but I think it'll be fine. And then on Emblem of Severed Fate as well. And then I really don't know what we're going to work on after Beto, but of course we'll figure it out. So for now, before Genshin kicks me out, I suppose this will be it for the Genshin Impact stream, but before we actually go, though, I'm thinking... Okay, let's cut the music for now. Let me throw up this main stream. Just make a YouTube page right here. Genshin. So since we obviously don't want Shao grunting at us, we'll... Oh no. What we'll do is we'll lower the audio from here. You know what? No, I'm just gonna close out of Genshin altogether. Fortunately, this is our best course of action because the servers are going down. So... give me 1 second as I set this up, because I don't want the border this time. And I want to take me out, so it's just a blank screen for now. Okay, so we're going to watch this together, okay? This was something that I wanted to watch with you guys before, but I unfortunately already saw it. But it was so great, I'm down to watch it again. Okay, let's watch this real quick.
The sages think themselves to be all-knowing, but we alone are wise to the virtue in those acts of folly. In this war, not even a single pawn may be spared. Because on this chessboard, checkmate is not where the game ends.
We are gathered here today to remember our dear comrade. In honor of her sacrifice, all work should halt for half a day as the nation mourns her passing.
Merely half a day? People say the Northland Bank's true currencies are blood and tears. But Mayor, even speaking as a banker, that sounds a little unconscionable.
Rosaline died in a foreign land. But you heartless businessmen and dignitaries always with a convenient excuse to remain in the comfort of your homeland. You couldn't hope to understand. So why don't you keep your mouths shut? We don't want to make the children cry.
Hey, come on now. Even I don't think this is the right time or place for a fight.
Utterly risible.
Though her methods tarnished her honor, Loafalta's sacrifice is a great pity. Her loss shall not hinder our progress. But Dottore, what of Scaramouche and the Gnosis from Inazuma?
Conventional wisdom holds that divine knowledge cannot be rationally comprehended. After conquering the Divine Gaze, he will make his next move.
It's time to end tonight's foolish theatrics. Right now, you have no captive audience. Let every worthy sacrifice be carved in ice. With this nation, endure for all time. In the name of Her Majesty the Tsaritsa, we will seize authority from the gods. Absolute peace. Such is the gift from the Tsaritsa. Such is Her Majesty's benevolence. Now you rest in this coffin, encased in layer upon layer of ice. But Rosaline, I promise you, your final resting place will be the entirety of the old world.
I must say, you're looking very young today, Doctor.
You know very well that I do not take that as a compliment.
So, where's the segment in the prime of his life, then?
He's busy with a little experiment in blasphemy.
Colin, time to head out on patrol.
Okay, Master Tainari! What was that?
Ooh, it's so cool, man. I want every single one of those harbingers. There's not one of them I don't want. Each of them was really cool. Let me see if I can quickly find the part where they were all at the table. Oh, hello! I didn't notice you here. Are you excited for Kazuha's rerun? Unfortunately, I didn't realize that Kazuha's the maintenance for 2.8 was going to be so soon. I thought it was going to be later on tonight. So I planned my Genshin Impact stream today under the assumption that I would stream my normal amounts per usual.
The name of
Does this show everybody?
Her Majesty the Tsaritsa, all time.
So, yeah, like I was saying, Genshin Impact stream ran a little short today because of, the things that happened, the maintenance coming a little bit sooner. So I thought we'd run over and check out this Fatui stuff real quick. So as I understand it, I don't remember all of their names, but I have like the rough idea of their names. So, oh, you can't see my mouse. How do I show you my mouse? Property, no. Oh, display cursor. Okay, now you see my mouse. Okay, this is important. So I believe this one is oh, what did they call him? I already forgot. I think this one's the Tori. No, the Doctor. This one's the Doctor. He's the Doctor. He's Regrader. He was the one that was mentioned in Yelan's storyline as the richest, the wealthiest of the Fatui. This one's known as the Harlequin. Obviously, you know Child. I believe this is Piero, who I'm supposing, based off of the position of which they're all gathered around the coffin, that he's possibly the leader of the Fatui at the moment. Directly or second in command to the Tsaritsa. There's speculation that this one's name is the Damselette. Although I'm not, I really don't know. There's no way to know for sure right now. I forget what this old guy's name is, but it's surely something. I don't remember. I know this one's name is the Marionette. And this is the Captain. And I can tell you, without a shadow of a doubt, I want all of them. Every one of them. Every one of them that's playable, I want all of them. I want all the Harbingers. Every single one of them. I didn't think nobody expected that Genshin Impact was going to drop a news bomb quite as big as this one. Holy, I'm still in shock by it. And the quality. What it's like what is the like requirements to become a harbinger? To just be absolutely stunning? To have absolutely amazing charisma? Every single one of these people are absolutely astounding. I love the captain's design. I love this like mysterious, like shadowy apparition form that he has, or that he like gives off this intimidating factor. I love the marionette and her big lad behind her. I love whatever his name is. I don't quite remember the old timer's name. But he honestly kind of reminds me, if you've ever seen the anime Soul Eater, he reminds me of the old guy in that show called Mosquito. This like really short old guy with a long nose. He reminds me of Mosquito so very much. It's funny. I love Damsela and the singing that she was doing earlier in this trailer. I love Piero. He looks absolutely badass. I do love Child. I don't unfortunately have him as of right now. It's just unfortunate timing. Every single time his banner comes out, I'm saving for another character, so I can't afford to roll for him. So, that's just unlucky. I'll get him eventually. I do, of course, absolutely want him. I love the Harlequin. She's absolutely insane. She's, like, ideal. She's, like, my favorite of the Fatui, almost. My favorite of them has to be between Damselet, Harlequin, and maybe the Doctor. I quite like Marionette as well, though. I like them all. It's hard to pick. Regrator looks badass. He kind of looks like Baijo, though. The guy who runs the Boo Boo Pharmacy in Liyue. Doesn't he look like him? The green-haired Dendro guy with the snake? He looks just like him. Harlequin looks badass. He looks badass. Doctor looks insanely badass. I absolutely love the Doctor. So I am all about these Fatui, or the Harbingers, the Fatui Harbingers. I am all about them. And of course, as you notice, there's one Harbinger who's missing here, Scaramuccia. We don't know where he is. We presume that he ran away with the Electrognosis from Inazuma. We know that he, from the official event way back when, like 1.1 or so, that he's discovered the truth of the universe, essentially. And then we continue to discover in Inazuma that Scaramuccia is seemingly to be like the prototype of the Raiden Shogun. So he's essentially like made or comprised of Raiden A's power to some extent, which kind of like somewhat implies that he might be an Electro user. Well, we'll just have to wait and see. Of course, we don't have any evidence about Scaramuccia yet. We just go off of implication based off of the lore that we know about him. But he is missing from the Harbinger, so whether that means he's swayed from the Harbinger's path, following whatever the Tsaritsa deemed as like a appropriate future, if he no longer believes in that future, perhaps that's why he's no longer cooperating with them, or maybe he's found a new path to follow, a new ultimate goal. All these things we're still to be determined. But I am absolutely starstruck by the Genshin Impact lore. And then we're gonna get 2.8 soon. Oh my god, we're so close. I'm so ready to pull for Kazuha. I can't even believe it. Like I said, I totally didn't expect that the maintenance was gonna start today at 3 o'clock. 10 minutes ago, it's 3 o'clock my time. I totally did not see that coming. I was 100% expecting it was going to be way later tonight. My calculations were all the way off. I am no math expert, I can tell you this. And I definitely don't know how to calculate the difference between time zones, apparently, for me to be so astronomically off. But yeah, unfortunately, I can't really think of anything else to do. Let me see really quickly. We could maybe go over some theory crafting. So I'll show you my Genshin planner one more again. Just to go over it, I have everything I need here for to get Kazuha to 1 to 90. And then after Kazuha, I am working on Fischl. And then I suppose, now that it's necessary to do so, I've confirmed that I'm going to be working on Beidou. I think I have her only at 20. And I'd like to take her to 90. She's only at C3, unfortunately. It's not even the constellation that's able to take her Stormbreaker higher, which is a bit sad, but what can you say? We'll take Tidecaller to 9, and we'll take this to 9 as well. Or I'm sorry, to 9 like this. I think this will be fine. And then I think we want to give her the Favonius. Let me see really quickly. Let's look at the builds. I kind of just want to take a quick look to see what do people build on Beidou. If Favonius is a decent option. Where's Beidou? Oh, there she is. So Favonius is like the last option, but it is a option. So it looks like they heavily consider Serpent Spine, which I could totally see. If I were to build her, I think I could build her with a Serpent Spine, seeing as there's probably going to be a Battle Pass coming out with 2.8 maintenance finishing later tonight. So if that is the case, I could probably buy her a Serpent Spine and have it ready for her by the time, I don't know. I'll probably have leveled the Battle Pass enough by the time I get her to a position where I could actually level her up and use her. Of course, I'm far from being able to use her because I do not have an appropriate amount of Emblem of Severed Fate artifacts at this point in time. I cannot show you, unfortunately, because Genshin is down for maintenance. But I only have one decent set. I am ultimately looking forward to getting... I always try to prioritize... Let me see if I could show you here. I always try to prioritize at least 15% crit value. I think it's quite good enough comparatively. So let me show you what I mean. So let's use Beidou, and let's use the discharge, the actual discharge damage as a frame of reference. So let's assume this is 12, this is 10, she's C6. Mine isn't C6, but let's just assume, right? We're looking at theoreticals here. And we're going to theoretically use Serpent Spine. I don't know how to calculate the Serpent Spine stacks with Beidou. I don't know if she has enough time to be on the field to utilize them. But we are going to look, like I said, this will probably optimize for... Oh, it didn't suggest emblem. It's interesting. So we'll use crit damage, electro damage, and attack. We could use attack, or we could use energy recharge, because it is Emblem of Severed Fate. There obviously is a damage decrease for not using attack, or for using energy recharge over attack. But as you can see, as I'll demonstrate here, it's quite a significant attack drop this time. Sometimes the drop is not that significant, but in this particular case, it looks like it certainly is. Let's see. Yep. Okay, so basically what I want to show you here is the actual relevance of your substats and how far that they can take you at just being minimum. So as you can see here, this is very plainly prioritizing just having one good roll in crit rate and crit damage, right? So as you can see, 3.9, 7.8. That's their max base roll. So this is not assuming that you have god level artifacts, but look at the crit ratio. It's already looking good, right? And so as a result, the discharge damage is looking pretty fine. So let's dial this back. Let's assume it's energy recharge again. So it does take about a 700 DPS decrease to use energy recharge. But in fairness, I think that's probably okay if it means getting a consistent ultimate going. Of course, this is something that I would have to consider deeper in the future, whether it's enough of a decrease for me to think of it as relevant. 1,000 DPS decrease does end up being a lot, but if it means I get to use her burst off cooldown, what's her burst cost anyways? Does it show me anywhere on this website? Energy cost. I guess it doesn't say anywhere. I don't know how much. Oh, right here. Her burst. This says 43, but I'm gonna assume it's a 60 energy burst. If it's a 60 energy burst, then in general, this is probably too much energy recharge then. But I'm not entirely certain. She probably doesn't need that much. I think the general consensus that some people say on a team that at least have a little funneling going on is that having 2 times the energy recharge to whatever the cost is a fair metric to start. So if it's 60, she could probably get away with 120, which she would have naturally from just having Emblem of Severed Fate. And then I suppose I could throw in like some energy recharge substat as well. But at that point, it's getting a little finicky. But look, so this is only, we'll round this up to 4. So this is only about 13 crit value per artifact. And her ratio still looks really good. Now, let's assume you get a little lucky and you get like 7 here, 7, like 6 here, maybe an extra roll here, a decent roll here, perhaps. And then, continuing the pattern, a little here, maybe a little here, and like a decent roll here. All of a sudden, her crit values are looking really good, right? But you see how drastic the difference is from having like perfect rolls versus just base rolls. It only goes up, her total burst discharge damage only went up by about 800 damage, if even, or 900, 900, something like that. Which, of course, that's a considerable amount of damage. And then, especially if you're splashing on the fact that I'm using an energy recharge instead of attack, it probably ends up a significant amount higher, which is fair. If you want to min-max damage, of course, I don't have Beidou. I don't know how she feels. I don't know how many particles she generates with her E. I don't know her true burst cost total. I don't know all these things. So I can't speak on her theoretical situation because I don't ultimately know what her total outcome is. But as you can see, I think this is still a fantastic amount of damage to have just for being on Emblem of Severed. Of course, this is with Serpent Spine. Let's compare. Let's assume I was to copy this. Or you know what? Let me just reset this all together. Let's use her again, but to a smaller metric. So this time we're going to look at discharge damage, the same as last time. We're going to use the same amount of total constellations, and so this time we're still going to use Serpent Spear with no stacks. So again, we're going to prioritize Emblem of Severed Fate with, in this case, crit damage, electro damage. We'll use attack for this particular scenario. Let's optimize the substats so that they have the bare minimum of crit rate. And now let's duplicate this, but instead we're going to compare it to Favonius Greatsword. And then we'll optimize the circlet a little bit, which surely it goes crit rate. So now we can compare the discharge damage from Beidou on Serpent Spine versus Beidou on Favonius Greatsword. So with this Beidou, we have 5,600 discharge damage. And with this Beidou, we have 4,700. Now, obviously, that's a significant difference. That's a 900 DPS difference on the actual average damage of the discharge, which is a considerable amount, to be fair. However, the energy recharge is drastically different. I don't know what's the cooldown on her burst, but this build for sure would be able to get her burst with plenty of time to spare, plus just from her sheer amount of energy recharge, plus the fact that she's on Favonius, she will almost guaranteed with this crit rate proc it before she switches off, which, you know, allows her to be an energy funneler as well. I don't know which direction I'd like to take her. Again, I would need to look into Beto a little closer because I don't know what her cooldowns or energy costs are. But this is all purely theoretical. I really enjoy doing this theoretical calculations because you get to really see like what's actually necessary in a character and what's not really that necessary. So you see, like, the damage difference in truth and essence between Favonius and Serpent Spine is realistically not that high, and though this could be higher if I had, like... So she'll never really have 5 stacks. At most, she'll ever have 4 stacks if she swaps off. So if she had stacks, then this does gain a fair bit of damage, but let's be honest, she's never going to have stacks if she's just a swap support. Because at best, she's going to come in, toss her E, and toss her Q, right? And then she loses a stack when she switches out, so it's not like she keeps it. I don't know if she snapshots it with her burst, but even then, at most, she'll have 1 stack. Which, you know, so that's why I almost don't even calculate it with the stacks. So as you can see, sure, if you go Serpent Spine, you'll maximize her damage for a free-to-play, or I guess a low-spending individual. That's the way you'll end up maximizing her damage. Though, Favonius Greatsword is a totally viable option in my opinion. She will definitely get big value on it. And, like I said, it doubles her as a funneler. She still does plenty of damage in my opinion. Like the damage, it just looks good still. And these are base level artifact rolls. Like, you could definitely roll higher than this. Like I said, what if you just rolled like absolutely nutty amounts of crit rate on one artifact? Like, that's not impossible, right? And the same thing here. What if you just rolled nuts? And you rolled the nuts here and the nuts here. Like, these are not impossible, but damn, if you know, the chance of you actually getting these is pretty low. You're going to be farming this artifact domain for a long time to try to get these artifacts. But they are realistically possible. Although, I think it's more in line to expect to see them with like these rolls. This is basically just one roll into crit damage, one high roll into crit damage. And like one super strong crit rate artifact. And again, let's bring this down. And this takes us to a 61-120 where the damage on the discharge still looks really good. You know, it's fair. This is a good beta. Even on Favonius, she doubles as a well, Favonius funneler, I guess we'll call him. But yeah, unfortunately, much to my dismay, that is more or less all we have today. I would like to stream longer, but I was planning a Genshin stream and they cut me off with maintenance. I don't know if I will transition this into maybe playing another game, or what. I took careful consideration with my timing to ensure that we could have a long and wonderful stream today, and then look what ended up happening. I logged in and immediately saw the maintenance notification, and I was like, oh jeez. I might stream later if the maintenance ends early enough, and we'll do the Kazuha. If I do, then we'll do our Kazuha rolls then. If it's too late, I'll stream tomorrow. No matter what, I'll mention what I'm doing on Twitter. But if you are not able to catch the stream, then I do hope that if you are rolling for Kazuha or Klee, that you have fantastic success and you get your preferred character super early and you don't lose any 50-50s, and I hope just luck is eternally on your side. And you know, this is a time to celebrate. 2.8 is going to be a lot of fun, and then once we're done having fun with 2.8, then we eventually get to go into Sumeru, and it's going to be another great time. And like I said, then we can look forward to these Fatui characters we just saw, and there's so much to look forward to in Genshin Impact right now. We're looking forward to a lot, but there's only so much excitement we can have for one like little session. All we could do now is just wait for the maintenance to actually be finished. So until the maintenance is finished, I will see you guys later. Like I mentioned, I'm just going to double down on it. Follow me on Twitter. there you'll find out if I'm going to stream later tonight or tomorrow to do the Kazuha rolls. And of course we're going to be trying out Kazuha. You know, we've waited a year to finally play with him at our maximum potential. So look forward to it. Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe to the channel. Like the stream if you liked it. Don't if you don't. If you did like what you saw today and would like to see content similar to this, ring the notification bell so that you can be notified anytime I go live. And like I said, for this moment, I actually truly mean it with my whole heart. Follow me on Twitter. You're gonna need to know when I'm gonna stream next for the Kazuha stream, for the actual Wish compilation. We're gonna go hard. We're rolling at least 30k gems, but potentially up to 50k gems. Okay, be excited. Be ready for it. We're gonna have a good time together. I'm going to double down on this message too. I hope you all have a wonderful day. I hope you're just as excited as I am for Kazuha. I hope you're just as lucky as I wish that you were. And, stay excited. Stay strong. I hope Kazuha comes to you. Or Klee if you're rolling for Klee. Or the weapons if you're rolling for the weapons. Whatever you want, I hope you get early on. Super early on. Your first 10 roll, I hope you get it. Alright, well, follow me on Twitter. I'll notify you guys what's happening later, alright? Peace, lates.